Hello everyone, this tutorial is an overview of everything I've learned about 3D text in Blender. In Blender, text is an object type. I'll add a text by pressing Shift A and choosing the object type text. You can move, scale, and rotate the text using the shortcuts G, S, and R. To change the text, press Tab to go into the edit mode. Press Tab when you're done to go back into the object mode. With the text selected, go to the text icon in the Properties panel. At the top, you can give the text object a name. You can change the text resolution if needed, but the default value usually works fine. Higher values make the curves of the text smoother. If fast editing is active, the text won't be filled. The fill mode allows the front or the back of the text to be filled in. This will matter when the text is 3D. Texture space is rarely needed, and as it is active by default, you can mostly ignore it. Inside geometry, the offset moves the curve in relation to its normal, but it is rarely used. Extrude adds depth to the text to make it more three-dimensional. Taper controls how the thickness of the text changes along its length, but it's rarely needed. Bevel rounds or smooths the edges of the text, and the depth controls the bevel. Resolution controls the segments in the bevel, with higher values giving a more smoother look. In order to change the font of the text, you only need to add your desired font in the regular font option, ignoring the rest. This drop-down shows you the fonts you've loaded into this blend file, which by default is the Blender's default font called bfont. The folder icon allows you to load the fonts stored on your computer. In Preferences, under File Paths, you can check the path for your fonts. You can also download a font, place it in your default font folder, and it will appear alongside your other fonts. Under Transform, you can adjust the font size. Shear is the slant of the font. Positive values tilted to the right, while negative values tilted to the left. Object Font allows you to use objects from your scene as font characters. Text on Curve allows your text to follow a curve. Press Shift A and choose the Bezier curve. It is important that you are in the front orthographic view of the text. In the Text on Curve option, choose the Bezier curve, which controls the shape of the text. But first, you need to match the curve's direction because the text was rotated earlier. Unlike mesh objects, text doesn't allow rotation to be applied. So instead, you need to rotate the curve itself in object mode until it matches the text. Once aligned, you can switch the curve to edit mode and adjust its points. This will update the text along the curve. You can also extrude a point with E to add more points, giving you finer control over the curve. In Paragraph, you can adjust the alignment and character spacing. If there are multiple words, you can also adjust the word and line spacing. You can also animate settings, which has this diamond symbol next to it. For example, in Frame 1, hover over the settings and press I to add a keyframe. Then move to a different frame, change the setting, and add another keyframe. Then press play to view the entire animation. You can also add a material to text objects and play around with the different settings. If you want to convert this text object into a mesh object, select the text and go to Object, Convert in Mesh. Once you convert it, you cannot go back and change anything again. So you will lose all the animation keyframes if you've added it before converting it to mesh. The text is now a regular mesh made of vertices, edges, and faces, and the geometry is usually quite dense. Whether it is a text object or is converted to a mesh, you can still apply any modifiers like array in this case. And that covers just about everything I know about 3D text in Blender. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found it useful.